Welcome to drupa Düsseldorf. Oh.
Hi, I'm Carrie Sherburne, Senior Editor at WhatTheyThink.com, and I'm here with Carl Gehardt, who is Chairman of Allegra Network. Welcome.
Thank you, Carrie. Good to be here.
And maybe you could, first of all, just tell us a little bit about Allegra, the size, and how you've been doing the last couple of years.
Okay. Yeah, well, we have approximately 500 franchise locations, a couple of hundred of which are signs now, our sign brand that we acquired in 2005. And then our print brands, Entity Prints, Allegra, Marketing, Print and Mail, we changed the brand of it now. And American Speedy Printing Centers, we got about 300 of those, so they break them up out that way. All across North America, Canada, and the United States.
Okay. And so looking forward to drupa 2012, what normally I'm sure you send people from headquarters. Do your franchisees also go?
Not many of our franchisees go. They sort of expect us to do that because of the time and the cost of being away from their business. We took a few of our franchisees, some of our larger franchisees at the franchise members, we call them, at the last drupa, and we'll probably do that again next year. But most of the executives go.
Okay. And what are you looking for when you go to 2012?
Well, just the experience of what's happening in the industry. I mean, we've been going through such dramatic, almost radical change, you would say, and that continues to accelerate itself, that you have to stay on top of the industry. You have to keep your eye on the ball. And going to drupa, going to Graph Expo and those events is critical to doing that. There's so much change happening with the suppliers and the vendors to the industry that it helps give one a more clear picture of where you fit in that whole change of things going forward. So that's really why we do it. Plus, I'm German, so going to, and I have relatives in Germany, or I should say my heritage is German. So I visit my relatives when I go to drupa each time.
Perfect. And have a couple beers and some sparkle, huh?
At least.
Yeah.
At least a couple, yeah.
You know, I've only actually gone twice so far, so 2004 and 2008, and I think 2004 was the first year they did drupa Innovation Park. Do you visit that?
Yes. Yeah, I went the first time in 2000. Was the first time that I went, but I've gone every time since then, to, you know, on the repeats. So yeah, I try to catch as much as I can, but of course it's so huge and so massive. Those that have not been to drupa, it's hard to even describe how large it is compared to like Graph Expo because of the number of halls. So it takes a lot of time to see everything, and it's you have to really kind of get organized ahead of time, because you can get lost in the big crowds. You go up to a stand, as they call them there. They don't call them booths, they call them stands. And if you don't have an appointment, you might have to wait a half an hour to get somebody to speak English, you know, so it's a little bit of a different experience going there. So you have to have some specific reasons, specific things to do, rather than just go walk the show floor. It's a little more complicated than that.
Well, and what I liked about drupa Innovation Park, it was an opportunity for some of these smaller companies, many of whom probably aren't even around since 2008, but you know, you see some really interesting new companies and new technologies.
Yeah, because otherwise they'd get lost in the big conglomeration of things and you wouldn't find them. But if you're looking for some of the new things coming out, it's good that they do that there.
So, you know, 2004 was kind of the digital drupa, I guess, and 2008 was an inkjet drupa. What do you think 2012, what are we going to call this one?
I don't know that it needs a title, but I mean, our industry is going through so much rapid change. I mean, the digital thing is continuing, and inkjet is continuing, and so I don't know. Maybe the continuing drupa and the consolidation really, and the changing of what we even call it anymore. I mean, it's not only about print anymore. Those that are going to survive have to think way beyond print. We had a convention quite a number of years ago called Think Beyond Ink. And so now it's think beyond ink, think beyond toner, and think beyond inkjet. Because now it's some of the other services that we want to sell along with the output that we do, that we feel where the future is, at least for our company and for our franchise members.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you and your crowd at
I'll be there.
drupa. And
see you on the beer halls, maybe.
Yeah, there we go. All right, Carl, thanks.